The U.S.-China trade conflict has intensified, with both nations imposing steep tariffs, 145% by the U.S. and 125% by China, on each other's imports. The Chinese Ministry of Finance stated that at such elevated tariff levels, U.S. products have become economically unviable in the Chinese market, rendering further U.S. tariff hikes a joke in the history of world economy. Chinese Ministry of Finance spokesperson: "At the current tariff level, there is no market acceptance for U.S. goods exported to China. If the U.S. continues to play the tariff numbers game, China will ignore it." President Donald Trump stated that, "Our tariff policy is doing really well. It's necessary to protect American industries and address unfair trade practices." This escalation has drawn significant attention from global media and economists, who express concerns over the potential ramifications for the global economy. Global media perspectives. The Wall Street Journal describes the situation as an economic war, emphasizing that the decoupling of the two largest economies will have widespread consequences for businesses and consumers worldwide. The Washington Post warns that the trade war may not conclude favorably, noting that China's current stance suggests a reduced likelihood of compromise compared to previous disputes. The Economist reports that Chinese officials believe they can endure the economic pressures longer than the U.S., anticipating that American consumers will eventually push back against rising costs. Economists' insights. Adam Posen, president of the Peterson Institute for International Economics, likens the tariff conflict to the Vietnam War, suggesting that both nations are entrenched in a harmful standoff without a clear resolution path. Simon Johnson and Joseph Stiglitz criticize the unpredictability of the U.S. tariff policy, warning that such volatility undermines international trade agreements and discourages business investment. Rory Green, chief China economist at T.S. Lombard, notes that with tariffs at these elevated levels, U.S. exports to China are expected to diminish significantly, potentially reaching near zero levels. The escalating trade tensions between the U.S. and China have led to market volatility, with significant implications for global supply chains and economic stability. Economists and media outlets alike express concern over the lack of a clear resolution, emphasizing the need for strategic dialogue to mitigate further economic disruption.